Hey everyone, today is April 2nd, 2022, and we're going to do the beginning of the month update. I'm only really going to touch on the plants that are doing stuff because a lot of them have started to do stuff, but only the ones that really are about to do something big. And we're starting off with the Echinopsis. That big thing being this one right here. It's the first to have the sepals and petal tepals, whatever, come out of the hair, which means it's almost ready to bloom, probably sometime next week. Got a bunch of buds, lots of hairy buds all over my plants. Dendrobium nobile is still at it. We got Parodia Hasselbergii, I think, that is in bloom. Parodia scopa has a ton of buds coming in. I think that's pretty much all that's going on, just a ton of buds on all these plants. We got just plants chilling out here. I'll talk more about them in a sec. We got Colomnia. This one is finally in full bloom. It has a slight fragrance to it, but I can't really describe it. I don't know. Maybe another time. Colomnia Gyrec Flyer Red Mask is opening up. I'm excited for this one. It's bloomed once for me before. It was only 2 flowers. This time it's giving me, I don't know, like 14 or something. Enough about that. We also have a bud coming in on Solenocerius grandiflorus, so this is exciting. The flowers are massive if you've seen my other videos on that plant. Raybutia gang, got tons of buds coming in. We got on Pulvinosa, on Heliosa condorensis, regular Heliosa, on Crispata, Terese, Canigirali, and then buds on Astrophytum, new on Matucana. You see them, those little hairy spots emerging. Thalocactus bicolor also got a bud. The Mammillarias have been doing what they have been doing since November, which is no surprise. The Echinocerius are just continuing on. So other than cacti, we also have orchids that need some attention now. They're all doing this basically. New roots. It's time to repot. Some of these I actually have repotted. This one obviously not, but I'm moving away from moss and going to bark. It just works better for me since I grow outside. I don't want them to be too soggy, especially now since spring here has been kind of like, it's cold 1 second and then it's warm and then it's cold. I'd rather it dry out and then be cold than it be wet and, you know, get cold. But I mean, it won't be a problem once we get to summer. It's just still pretty scary right now. Another example, this one has a bunch of roots coming in. So yeah, that's pretty much all that's going on this side. We have Oncidium haselabium that's spiked. It's almost there. New developments on some of the cacti that I've had the longest. This is Flying Saucer. It has 2 buds. First time it's ever done this for me. I'm very excited. I have one on this Trichoserius unknown, on Apricot Glow, on my Labivia, Lochinvar, one of those, it's a hybrid, and on First Light for the first time also right here. That's cool. I'm excited. This one also has a lot of buds. This one's never bloomed for me, so I don't know what to expect. Oh, this is exciting. This is my wildcat, and it's spiking again on the same bulb that had bloomed last year, while also growing a new growth from both ends, or on both sides. Can you see it? There we go. Okay, so this I'm gonna repot. It's already overgrown, this pot. Like it needs repotting immediately, and I'm thinking of putting it in that. Like it's not crazy wider, and given how big these bulbs are, I don't think it's going to be that much of a problem. It looks like it might do well in here, in my opinion. I've had it in this pot for several years, but I want it to get bigger, so I'm going to put it in this one. That's my idea that I have. So right here, I'm in the process of moving everything around, trying to figure out what I'm going to do as far as the setup goes. I'm thinking catasetums and cattleyas on top, and then put some epiphyllum here. The problem with having epiphyllum on one shelf is that there's a lot of empty spaces that I can't really use because they're like on top of each other and they knock each other down. But I feel like if I could put orchids scattered throughout, that might help because they're kind of growing up, whereas these are growing out. It might help because it's a little too crowded here for my liking. There's a lot of unused space, is what I'm saying. While we're here, I remounted this and as a baby growth, so I'm excited. Hopefully the 3 years I've had this keiki will not go to waste. I had two on this side, had one die, and then grew this one, and now it's finally growing another. I got it in 2019 as this long piece, and it hasn't done anything until last year when it grew this lovely 2-leaf cane. So let's see. Yeah, epiphyllums, they're all doing good. Oxypetalum, non-stop branching on all its stems. We have a spike, several spikes, couple spikes on my Miltonia spectabilis, and I found out that snails have been eating the roots, and that's why it's been a little dehydrated. So I added some snail bait. I'm not above pesticides. So this one's spiking. One over here, 2, and then 3. So that's my Miltonia spectabilis, pure white form from Hauserman Orchids. Twinkle. Here's my twinkle, growing a new growth. I have it in a recycled, repurposed candle jar. On Zygolum, new roots, still new growth, seed pod chillin'. My Miltonias are doing great, just growing slowly, etc. Zygos, I've repotted those. Those I haven't touched, nor do I think I will, or I'm gonna wait for them to grow a little more before I actually go ahead and do anything. And then we're gonna see the Miltoniopsis. So they're alive. I'm surprised as much as you are if you try to grow these. You see that black mark right here? That's where these were fused and were rotting a little bit from how it just naturally grows and splits the leaf. But I'm more impressed with the fact that it's not like orange or anything like that. The leaves on this one at least are clean and have been very, very nice. It's producing roots, exciting, very exciting stuff over here. This one also has some orange, but it's like dried up. New growths. It's just a lot of fun going on right here. This one is all on death's door. It was so dehydrated, but I fixed that. It's now plump, and it looks awful, but it's better than it was when it was literally shriveled up. It looked like, I don't know. We have this vanilla that's very sad, and I haven't taken care of and honestly ignored. Doing something, I don't know, it might die. Oh, there's a chance it might live. So, but okay, yeah, that's pretty much all that's going on. New growths all over and buds on the cacti. My seedling Ripsalis, my Ripsalis from seed. Yeah. Alrighty, this one's a little long video, but yeah, thank you for watching. If there's anything I skipped over or whatever, or that you saw and you want more info on, let me know. And enjoy your lovely afternoon.